you know, the threat of injury is there on the first carry, just like it is on the 23rd. So I could see people getting upset if he gets injured on the 6th carry. Like, what's he even doing out there? You can't shut him down. He's in a groove right now, as Steve said. You want to ride that groove, and in order to do that, you can't just stop running and then expect to get back on the groove in 3 games.
Well, we're speaking about potential injuries. Let's stay on that path. What are the injury updates of all sorts of guys? Cade Stover, Emeka, Egbuka. I guess, Tony, will stay with you.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily expecting. There's a lot to talk about. Cade Stover missed last week, could have played. I think they may try to play him this week just because they only have 2 tight ends without him. They've got G. Scott and they've got walk-on Patrick Gerd. They're not ready necessarily to play Jelani Thurman. So they were without him last week. It was okay. Maybe they'll go one more week without him. He's dealing with a wrist sort of thing, and so that might be another thing that they just continue to watch. Emeka Egbuka should be better than he was last week. He played a little bit, didn't play a lot. Cal McCord's ankle getting better, but is still one of those things that I think could be tweaked at any point, given a bad tackle or stepping on somebody. Defensively, I think is where the real concerns are. Denzel Burke should practice this week, and they'll see where he is. Lathan Ransom doesn't sound like he will be practicing, and they're going to take a look at him. They'll know more later in the week, as Ryan Day said, so I'm not expecting Ransom to play this week. Josh Proctor should be able to play. We talked to him after the game. Generally, if you talk to somebody after the game, they're good to go. He didn't seem like he was dealing with any concussion issues or anything like that. He was laughing, having a good time, talking about the interception return and things like that. Tommy Eichenberg played last year with 2 broken thumbs, and that was mentioned to Jim Knowles on Tuesday. And Knowles, his response was, "Yeah, but you can't play without an elbow." And then it seemed like he caught himself like giving too much information on what is actually going on with Tommy. He's like, or an arm, but then I think he said something to the fact of Tommy would play with no arm, but it's up to we can't let him do that sort of thing. So we'll see what's going on there. He left the game late. I saw him leave with a towel over his arm, then saw him come back out of the tunnel as I was going up the tunnel, with 2 minutes to go in the game or so. And he, I think he had some ice or something, but the fact that he came back out to the game, didn't play in the game, but came back out to the sideline, maybe things aren't too bad there, but that'll be another thing where they take a look. I wouldn't be shocked if he misses this week just because.
Yeah, I think you nailed the head on all of the injuries, and it is a common sense type thing that if they can get by, they've shown if they feel they can get by an opponent without a particular guy, sometimes that's the best course of action. Ransom, I do agree, sounds like a multi-week thing, and perhaps maybe he would play against Michigan if at all possible. The rest of them, I think it's just kind of day to day and week to week. And if it works out, it works out. If not, the next guy comes up. And we saw in the secondary that, when Proctor left, they had to play Malik Hartford, and Kai Stokes also got in there. So 2 guys that haven't played a whole lot got an opportunity. So, it's just been the next man up mentality. And so far it hasn't, the inconsistency on offense, the terrible special teams, and the injuries haven't found an opponent yet that can take advantage of them. But as I said yesterday on our podcast, there might be one coming up in about 17 days that could possibly take advantage of all that.